Fear, panic as cattle rearers, cattle invade new airports. Fear, panic as cattle rearers, cattle invade new airports. A group of Fulani herdsmen and their herd of cattle reportedly invaded the newly built and commissioned Anambra State International Cargo and Passenger Airport, causing fear and panic in the area. Man, this is the highest disrespect this season for a state where anti-open grazing law is functional. The cattle rearers are said to have gained entry from the Umueri route to the airport, destroying farms close to the airport. The development has brought immense fear and panic among farm workers close to the airports. One of the farm workers, Ezinenwede, who works with Ofo Farms, sharing a border with the airport, said that they were gripped with fear when the cattle rearers climbed the fence, the wire fence of the farm, into the place to scare the workers, terrorize them. A horticulturist, Mr. Udochukwu Uzo, a young man from Anambra, contracted to plant trees at a farm near the airport, said he was so terrified at sighting the dreaded cattle rearers that he was reluctant to do the job. He said about 2 months ago, the cattle rearers gained entry into the farm worker's house at nearby Ofo Farms to steal foodstuff from one of the rooms occupied by one Blessing, another farm worker. When contacted, the owner of the farm, who incidentally heads FS Initiative, a UK international development organization that promotes farming in Africa and Asia, Mr. Ikenno Kaf Ofo, expressed very deep concern about the development. He urged the state government to rise up to the occasion, stressing that he thought the divisive issue of open cattle grazing has been finally addressed recently by Southeast governors. It is situations like these that give birth to certain anomalies that we sometimes experience in the country, he said. So we need to nip this pending crisis in the bud before it rears its ugly head in the wrong direction, or for want. Oh, this is the height of it, and I'm waiting to see what the authorities will do. Vigilantes lead NDLEA, DSS to illicit drug joints in Anambra. Our state must be rid of this. You know what our people involved constitutes to the society. I like the development. It's a very welcome one. Members of the vigilante group and the town task force has led the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, and other security agencies to raid several illicit drugs joined in Umudioka, Dunukofia local government area of Anambra State. The local security operatives took the law enforcement agency to some joints in the community where different types of illicit and hard drugs were sold, especially crystal methamphetamine, popularly known as Murumili in Igbo. The raid, which was carried out in conjunction with the police and the Department of State Security, DSS, led to the arrest of many people suspected to be drug addicts and dealers. The team raided and destroyed 9 joints and shanties where the hard drugs were sold and consumed in the community. The joints destroyed in the community included the popular Omunte, Gozie Rogers, Peoples, Olisa Omuneze, Umwejima Jenkins, Cobra and Abunwa Bongs. Some of the drug dependents arrested during the operation were taken to Anambra State Psychiatric Hospital, Northia, for rehabilitation. While speaking to newsmen after the raid, the President General of Umudioka Improvement Union, Mr. Chike Odoji, reiterated his promise that his leadership will no longer tolerate the trafficking of illicit drug in the community. He warned the perpetrators to leave the community as they were no more than ready to face them head-on until the town is fully cleared of their destructive activities. It could be recalled that the President General of Umudioka Improvement Union, Mr. Chike Odoji, has last month warned that the community would not tolerate anybody dealing in illicit drugs. Say no to illicit drugs. Wow! Igbo woman Colonel Amanda Azubike becomes one of the highest ranking female in the U.S. military. Colonel Amanda, currently the Chief Public Affairs and spokesman for the U.S. Southern Command, is rewarded for her exceptional traits of virulence and strength in discharge of her duties. She has served as a public affairs professional with more than 15 years of experience leading strategic communications planning and executions, media relations, crisis communication, internal and external stakeholder relations, and international affairs. Currently, the Communications Director and Principal Public Affairs Advisor for an organization that oversees military operations in 28 countries throughout Central America, South America, and the Caribbean. She supports the Commander's communication objectives and public outreach efforts through traditional and social media as she prepares and conducts media engagements, communications, strategy for the command's current and future operations. Responsible for planning, developing, monitoring, and executing public affairs, outreach, and communication programs to build and maintain public trust and support for U.S. Southern Command. With Amanda's exalted position, she is also responsible for collaborating and synchronizing with communicators at all levels of DOD, the intelligence agency, and U.S. embassies in the region. She also provides guidance to subordinate commands and maintain oversight of public affairs manning, training up to her on her elevation as a senior officer. Arrest of Onyeshiala Owerri, sacrilege, says Solomon Anokam and sues for peace. The Honorable Member representing Owerri Municipal State Constituency in the Imo State House of Assembly, Honorable Solomon Anokam, has condemned the arrest of Onyeshiala Owerri Nchisi. Reginald Ejiogo, together with the Omunwabara village chairman Sasone Onachukwu, who were whisked away on 18th December 2021 at their residence in Christchurch Road by Ihuba Street by unknown security personnel. Reacting to the development, Honorable Solomon Anokam described the action of the security operatives as complete desecration of the traditional stool and a stigma on the image of the revered custodian of the culture and custom of the Owerri Nchisi. He further stated that the action was not only nauseating but insulting to the Owerri, Ndi Owerri. Consequently, the member representing Owerri Municipal, who is an indigenous son of Owerri Nchisi, described the arrest as sacrilegious. He expressed this concern during media briefing with newsmen, condemning the invasion and arrest in strong terms. Anokam appealed to the good people of Omo Ihua Omuodo and all concerned traditional bodies to rescind all petitions, attacks, causes, and sue for peaceful coexistence, adding that the traditional throne of Onyeshiala Owerri is extreme. No person or group of persons shall be allowed to desecrate it. Speaking further, he urged the police to scale up their avowed peace-building synergy with the civil populace instead of engaging in the act of unruly actions of ridiculing the traditional institution. Thanks for watching Igbo Area TV. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also click the bell icon. Like our Facebook page. Join our Facebook group. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Bye for now.